welcome back to my channel. So I have a planner video for you today using some products from Paper House Productions and Tombow. They were so sweet and they sent the entire design team at Paper House Productions a lot of super fun product. So I'm showing you some of the things that they sent me. I got an entire pack of these dual tip brush markers and I'm kind of in love with them now. I got this gorgeous pen that has gray. One end is gray and one end is black, and the gray is just the best gray. It's awesome. And then I got some correction tape and these cute tiny little like mini tape runners, and they're so cute. So this is the first week in October, and I'm going to go ahead and just write in my dates for this week. And then when I got my products, I did a little research online and I found this cool aspect of these twin tone markers, and I decided that that was what I was going to do for my planner pages. So you can use these Tombow twin tone markers in a planner, and you can do the packaging technique using your planner, and the marker, the ink, does not bleed through to the other side on this thin planner paper. I'm going to show you this in a second. It's pretty awesome. So I'm just using the packaging technique and then blotting up the excess water. It does crinkle. The paper does crinkle just ever so slightly, but I am so excited to try this again in some Traveler's Notebook inserts because I just think that is so cool. This worked so well. So I'm just taking the marker, I'm taking the thick side, I'm scribbling it on to my packaging. I'm hitting it with a spritz of water and then dabbing it up with a paper towel. So I'm using orange and purple and a teal color because I really want to use the Paper House Productions Autumn Woods collection in my planner because this is the first week of fall, the first full week of fall. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. The only thing is that the orange, when I added the water, it kind of made it this, it actually kind of dried pinky, but you can see there, look, I flipped it over, nothing on the other side, which is awesome. I love it. So I went ahead and did both edges of my planner pages, and now I have the Kwai planner. So it has this like really kind of doodly, hand-drawn, very heavy on the pink and girly type stuff, and I wanted to do fall, right? So I decided that I'm going to use my washi tape and my planner to kind of cover up some of those like doodly things that don't really go with the color scheme I want in my planner. For this particular week. So I'm going to start with the washi, and I'm going to use both of the Autumn Woods washi tapes, and I'm going to layer up some tape across the top, and I'm going to layer up some tape across the bottom. The other thing that I will say is that if I do this again, which I know I will because it didn't bleed through and it was awesome, I would wait to write in my numbers until I did the packaging, because I wrote in my numbers first, and then when I did the packaging on the other side, on the right side, it kind of bled, like some of the numbers bled, and I kind of went over them a couple times. I'm still like, but you know what, it is what it is, and I'm going to work with it, and next time, we won't have this problem because I'll remember to write my numbers afterwards, right? Right, okay. So I have the washi tape down at the bottom, and now I'm going to go ahead and put the washi tape up onto the top. As is the case with most times that you do a packaging technique on anything, whether it's a traveler's notebook, a planner, whatever, you usually end up with most of it being covered up, and you just get little bits and pieces of it popping through. So if this looks like a big huge mess, don't worry about it because it won't be a big huge mess by the time it's done. So I'm covering up the little bubbles with a to-do list on the left simply because I want to cover up the things that are very Kwai themed, because while I do love them and I usually embrace them on most of my planner spreads, I really want this one to be fall. So I know that I need lots of space to write lists. I'm a lister. I write lists all the time. It's kind of my thing. It's just what I do. So I'm going to go ahead here and put lots of places for me to add lists. I also know, because I plan my weeks every week and I'm a decorative planner, I know that I can fill in the middle spaces across all of my days without, and I can make that strip across the middle decorative because I don't really use it for a whole lot. I'm really, really just a list maker. And then across the bottom, I always write what we're going to have for dinner. And that's pretty much it. we have some activities that happen every day and things like that, but I really, really like to just grab a pen, usually my Project Life Slick Writer, and just start listing the things that need done during the week. So I'm layering up some of the half boxes and some of the full boxes, and I'm creating like this little square here, and I'm going to add a little puffy sticker raccoon to that little spot in the middle because it's so cute. And then I'm going to go ahead and work on the right side doing the same thing, adding some of these pretty decorative fall boxes, and different in different places and different configurations. And yeah, I really enjoyed working with these Tombow products. I've never used them before, but I was so super impressed with them. They write really smooth. They're really, really nice products. I'm like, I want more of those markers because they're really pretty. And so I'm just going to keep going on here. I'm going through the entire Life Organized Planner sticker book. I'm adding little pieces, and see how now that I've started to add in some of the other colors, some of the other spreads, some of the other stickers, that watercolor that maybe looked like, or that packaging technique that maybe looked like a hot mess at the beginning when I first started. Now that you're starting to cover up bits and pieces and just letting little bits and pieces pop through your the rest of your design, it looks so much better, doesn't it? It looks so much prettier, which is the point, I guess, of the packaging technique, really. So now I'm going to grab some of these puffy sticker leaves. I was very, very generous with product on this 2-page spread. Quite often I am more, with products I love, I tend to be more stingy or kind of hoard them a little bit. But some other things, like I've really gotten into the last couple of projects just going wild and going for it because I have a huge stash, and it just seems like it just keeps getting bigger. So I've decided that I just need to use it. So I dropped this one puffy sticker on the floor, and it got fuzz on it from my carpet, and I'm like, oh, I can use my little tiny glue runner now to re-sticky it up, and it worked fabulously. So yeah, I got to use the glue runner. I didn't make any huge mistakes that I needed the correction tape, but I think that as you would use the planner, like as you would write your things in, you probably make mistakes or have things that are canceled or changed. And so I do think that I will keep that correction tape runner in my in with my other planner goodies, and I'll probably end up using it quite a bit, actually. So this is all going to be before I add a pen. I didn't really want to what's the word? Like, I didn't want to write stuff in because I'm going to plan with it this weekend. And it just felt like I didn't want everyone to know, when I'd be in my house and when I wouldn't be in my house and all that kind of stuff. So I really wanted to use some of these rice paper stickers. They're some of my absolute favorites. So I am going to use them as another little layer across the bottom of the page. And these rice paper stickers, they come in a variety of designs in the Paper House Productions shop, and they're not 12 inches, so they won't fit I think they're maybe 8 or 9 inches, so they're not really for scrapbooking, but they work awesome in planners, and they work so well in traveler's notebooks. It's not even funny. Like, they're gorgeous in traveler's notebooks. So now I'm going to go ahead here, and I'm going to add this puffy sticker. I really, really wanted to add this second fox because he was looking in the opposite direction as the one that is on the left. Now I'm going to use some stamps. These are Simon Says stamps. They're these cute little like fingerprint animals, and I love, love, love them. So I chose a bird and a fox, and I'm going to stamp the black parts on with Stays On ink. And then I'm going to show you how you can stamp using those Tombow markers. I really wanted to get more of the orange into my spread because, like I said, when I used it with the packaging technique, it came out a little bit pink, and I wanted to make sure that, if it's going to be pink and we're going to embrace the pink, then let's grab a little bit more. So all I'm doing is I'm really loading up this fingerprint stamp with some ink and then stamping it off one time onto a dry napkin just to get some of the excess off, because otherwise it will stamp very, very, very bright and very dark. And I didn't want it quite as bright. I wanted it to look more like my packaging does on the sides. So So to get that color, to get some more of that like pinky orangey color that it made when I used the packaging, I stamped it off to get it that pinky orange color. And then I decided that for Tuesday I would have a bird and I would do him in teal. So again, just loading the stamp up from the marker and then dabbing it off one time, and it turned out perfectly. So I decided I wanted a little bit more stamping. So I grabbed some of the cute sentiments that came in the stamp set, and I'm just kind of stamping them off in the two corners, and that's going to pretty much finish up this wonderful spread. So if you are a planner person, or if you like traveler's notebooks and you buy the like Tombow river paper, can I just say, get yourself some of these markers. I am totally getting more of these markers because I just think that they're amazing. They're so pretty and they don't bleed through, and I just had a blast playing with them, and I'm so excited to be able to play with them more and to have received an entire pack of them. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Enjoy the rest of your fall, and I will see you again later this month. Bye.